The boy's body underwent a terrifying mutation. He twisted his body repeatedly, like twisting dough, with great force. Seeing this, his girlfriend also lost control of her body and mimicked the same movement. Yet, despite this, their determination to be together did not waver. They desperately reached out to touch each other and soon became entangled like two snakes. The next day, a ship ran aground at the seaside of the town. Passers-by along the shore started discussing the incident. The lighthouse on the sea was working fine, so how could such a strange event occur? Moreover, the officials and experts who had investigated the lighthouse the night before suddenly disappeared under mysterious circumstances. The boy's younger brother, intrigued by this, gathered a few friends and went to the lighthouse. Kiri, concerned for her brother's safety, quickly followed him. What she saw next was horrific beyond imagination. Several charred bodies were scattered on the stairs. From their terrified expressions, it was clear they had encountered something terrifying before their deaths. Just then, she heard her brother and his friend screaming from the top of the tower. Kiri hurried up the stairs, only to find a lens exuding a swirling aura. She was in disbelief. How could the lens have changed in such an eerie way? It wasn't until she looked out at the sea that the mystery was revealed. At sunset, the lens emitted a bright light, and the heat from the light was enough to carbonize a person. They realized the danger was imminent and quickly tried to flee. However, before they could escape the lighthouse, the sun had completely set. In an instant, the lens emitted a blinding light, and the heat wave swallowed them up. By a stroke of luck, Kiri survived the ordeal. Shuichi, who came to visit her in the hospital, shared some recent information with her. He told her that everyone has a vortex inside their bodies, and that vortex is responsible for receiving sound, the cochlea. The hospital's anatomical diagrams had reminded him of this. He could hardly bear to imagine what it would be like if his mother found out she had a vortex inside her. At this point, Kiri noticed an increase in the number of mosquitoes recently. Shuichi concluded this was a curse from the vortex. After saying goodbye to Shuichi, Kiri overheard that the hospital had received more than 10 pregnant women that morning. All of them had been bitten by mosquitoes in large numbers before being brought in. Kiri then realized her cousin was one of the pregnant women who had been bitten. Seeing they were relatives, the nurse conveniently arranged for them to be in the same room. While packing her cousin's things, Kiri found a bent metal rod. Her cousin didn't explain much, only telling Kiri to leave it aside. The next day, 2 patients died in their beds, their bodies covered with numerous wounds, as if their bodies had been hollowed out. Kiri told her cousin about the incident, but her cousin seemed unconcerned. Soon after, Shuichi arrived at the hospital. Suddenly, a mosquito appeared. Having suffered from mosquitoes, Shuichi quickly took out a can of insecticide and sprayed it. The spray caused his cousin to cough and choke, while Kiri seemed unaffected. Because of this, Shuichi was soon kicked out by the nurse. Later that night, Kiri warned her cousin not to let any mosquitoes bite her, but her cousin didn't take it seriously. In fact, she seemed to like it. Unable to sleep because of the mosquitoes, Kiri decided to step outside for some fresh air. She stumbled upon a group of pregnant women holding metal objects. Driven by curiosity, Kiri followed one of them. To her shock, the pregnant woman used the metal rod to smash